afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Market Arena, where the Savannah Steel are hosting the Jacksonville Waves. This is a 5-game series, guys, and it's going to kick off right here while the Savannah Steel looking to make a statement against this league-leading Jacksonville Waves. At 7-10, the Steel have a prime opportunity to just shake up the standings a little bit and chip away at Jacksonville's dominant 12-4 record. I'm Destiny Hartwell, bringing you the call of game alongside my partner in crime, Lydia Gattosi. Lydia, how have you been? Are you ready for this game?
Hey, I'm ready. I know it's going to be a great matchup. I mean, we know the Steel has the talent to compete. I'm excited to watch them put together 40 minutes today.
Awesome. So while we're talking about that, what can we expect? What are some keys to the game for both sides of this game right here?
Yeah, I mean, we know Jacksonville plays well when they play fast. So I think for Steel, they're just going to have to make sure to keep the turnovers down and not let Jacksonville capitalize over those type of things. They need to slow them down in the full court, make them have to execute on half court, because Jacksonville is best in transition. So it's going to be exciting to watch the Steel go up against that tonight.
And then on the Savannah Steel side of things, we saw they finished that Greensboro group series 3-2. And unfortunately had a lot of changes within the roster in between during that series. So now we're kind of looking at a different Steel team going into this start of this 5-game series with Jacksonville. So what are some keys to the game for this specific squad?
Yeah, I mean, we know that the Steel does really well when they get downhill and when they're able to get it into the post and execute in the post as well. So I would say getting downhill and then just controlling the controllables. As Coach Shakara said, keeping the main thing. So they need to move forward, get better in everything that they're doing. And we know that just containing the ball and being able to run through their sets is going to be huge for them tonight.
I love what Coach Ross also said in postgame. One of the things that she said was, we owe Jacksonville one. They done whooped on us a couple times. So we're excited for this game. They were talking about not only making it a good game for the Savannah Steel Nation and the fans, but also making it a good game for the UPSHOT League. And so I'm very excited. I mean, the last time they played this team, it was a close game at that, right? And they played them about 2 weeks ago. So, and on the 18th and the 19th in June. So then they turn around and now we're here in July. And here they are about to play them for a 5-game series. We're going to take a look at some of the starting lineups for both these squads. For the Jacksonville Waves, the starters will be number 0, Renaya Davis, number 6, Cheyenne Sellers, number 10, Lindsay Pulliam, number 12, Ariel Hearn, and then number 40, Jasmine Walker. And then on the home side for the Savannah Steel, the starters are going to be number 3, Ayana Moore, number 21, Jackalanga Moinintonda, number 23, Q Morrison, number 25, Olivia Cochran, and number 34, Lauren Taylor. Of course, both the Steel is led by head coach Coretta Brown and assistant coach Shakara Ross. And then the Jacksonville Waves are led by head coach Jessica Bogie and then assistant coach Janelle Creighton Del Rosario. The referees for this game will be Praise Russell, Kevin Wee, and Kalila Cummings, excuse me. And we're about to get this game tipped off. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV. And we're going to see Olivia Cochran and Jasmine Walker tip it up. Walker wins the tip, but Q Morrison grabs the basketball for the Steel, so the Steel will have the first offensive opportunity. And then that's good defense by Renaya Davis, and the Waves now have the basketball. Cheyenne Sellers looking for a roll with Renaya Davis. Is going to pull up mid-jumper. It bounces around, and that basketball will be out on Jasmine Walker, and the Steel will have it. Jacqueline Tonda is going to inbound it. Q Morrison around the perimeter. She's going to drive. She's going to lose it, regain it. And then Lindsay Pulliam is going to knock it out of bounds. And she was moving quicker than, her feet were moving quicker than her hands were.
Jacksonville looking to do what they do best and just get up in those passing lanes.
Q Morrison from the top of the key. Shot too strong. Lauren Taylor trying to get in for the rebound. Cheyenne Sellers pushing pace for the Waves. Good tip out on the rebound by Renaya Davis. Q Morrison pushing pace for the steal. Cross-court pass to Ayana Moore. Pulls up for the three, and it's good! Savannah on the board first from Ayana Moore's first three in the game.
That's a player you don't want to leave open on the three. We know how lethal she is from beyond the arc.
Ayana Moore right now is shooting 32% from the three. And then the Waves get them right back with that shot right there. Q Morrison on the inside to Cochran. Cochran on the handoff. Hearn gets her hands in there. Hearn on the drive. Hearn is going to get the and one, and she's going to be bodied by Cochran on the foul. That's Cochran's first foul.
Strong take by her, and she was able to create a lot of contact there. She saw the two bodies coming in at her, and she made sure to make contact as she went up for that.
And then not only that, but she finishes high off the glass with a little finger roll to get the basket as well. Hearn misses the free throw. Outlet pass. Moore from the corner three, and Moore's gonna keep it going as Ayana Moore with her second three in this game to give the Steel the 2-point lead. Ayana Moore feeling it early. Jasmine Walker wanting to get in on a three-point party. Too strong. And that ball will be out of bounds. It'll be Steel basketball.
Just very in-rhythm shots for Moore. Those are the type of shots that she's really consistent at taking.
Q Morrison at the top of the key. She picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Lauren Taylor. Hand off to Jacqueline Tonda on the inside. She pulls up. It's no good, but she does draw the foul. That foul will be on Renaya Davis. It'll be her first. Tonda will be at the line shooting two. Tonda misses the first. And then taking a look at that again, just doing really good at keeping the ball up and getting some space to be able to get a shot off and draw that foul.
Yeah, she does a great job of getting into the paint and then finding a way to either get a foul or put the ball up to the rim.
She makes that second free throw as well. Sellers in the corner, inside to Walker. Walker cross-court pass to Hearn for the three. It hits the side of the rim, giving the ball back to her. And then Cheyenne Sellers, who's passing us the ball right here.
Jacksonville did a very good job that possession of getting that offensive board. It's just about putting that together.
Absolutely. And so they're still looking for some consistent offense right here. Cochran fakes the three, hands off to Tonda, who's going to drive. Shot too strong. Cochran with the rebound. She gets it up, but it'll be a turnover by the Steel. She loses it. Hearn looking to get the ball on the inside. Jacksonville really looking to get some ball movement going. Walker with the fadeaway jumper over Cochran, and it's good.
That was a great in and out sequence. They got it into the post and were able to get it back out. And then just because of the way the defense was set up, she was able to attack down the middle there.
Lauren Taylor spinning on Pulliam. On the inside, shot too strong. Lauren Taylor from the corner for the three is short. Cheyenne Sellers pushing the ball for the Waves. On the drive, picks up her dribble, kicks out to Jasmine Walker. Walker's three, no good. Morrison in transition. Ayana Moore from the other corner, and her shot is good as well. Ayana Moore going crazy right now. 3 for 3 from the three-point line. She said, I'm getting a starting spot tonight. I'm gonna make sure I take full advantage of it. Walker's three again, no good. Renaya Davis tried to put it up, and she just kept fighting and drew the foul on Moynihan Tonda. Davis at the line.
Just under 70% free throw shooter is Davis.
We're gonna see some substitutes coming in the game. We're gonna see Adut Bolgak come in, as well as Kayla Pointer for the Waves, and Taylor Soul will take the floor as well for the Waves. And then on the Savannah Steel side, we're gonna see Z Spearman and Deasia Fair come in for their first minutes, as well as newcomer Najee Pollard, excuse me.
Yeah, and our new player here, Pollard, she is an elite scorer, dominant rebounder. She was at Delaware State University, where she finished with just under 2,000 career points. She had 1,988.
Wow.
Yeah, she's an elite player. 2018-2019 MEAC Player of the Year award, 3-time All-MEAC selection, and MEAC Rookie of the Year. She also holds the Delaware State School records for both career points and career blocks.
Davis is still at the line. And she gets that one to go. Fair pushing pace for the Savannah, setting up the offense. Lauren Taylor gives handoff to Pollard. She's gonna pull up for the three, and Pollard is just gonna get the scoring started for herself. Her first points in the UPSHOT League, and it's a three-pointer at that. Tough drive by Pulliam, and Davis follows it up. It is camp day, so if you're hearing all the screams, that's because we have a lot of campers in the building that are cheering really loud for the Savannah Steel. Pollard is gonna drive. She's gonna get fouled, and that foul will be on Cheyenne Sellers for a push. That foul is on the floor. And Pollard has not had a lot of time to practice with this Steel team. So it's very interesting to see players come into this league with a new team and then have to turn around and immediately start playing.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I know, chemistry is obviously a big thing in a team sport. I know that the girls are working hard, though, during practice and off the court as well to build as much chemistry as possible. And it's great to see Pollard come in here with confidence, a three-pointer, her first shot, and she's able to execute there as well.
And we're going to take a media timeout right here. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Welcome back to Enmarket Arena, where the Savannah Steel lead the Jacksonville Waves 13-10. About 4:50 left to go in this fourth quarter. And we're going to see Cheyenne Sellers at the line for the Waves as she makes that first free throw.
Strong take to her at the rim. I mean, she's just long, lanky, and she was able to put the ball up there and create a lot of contact.
And just at the free throw line, she's so dominant for this Waves team. She's an 82% free throw shooter for the Waves.
Yeah, she's able to get downhill easily with a quick first step. And then also just be able to create a lot of contact with her size.
Lauren Taylor couldn't get that three-point to go. The top of the key is one of her favorite spots to shoot from as a 4 3-pointers. And then Duke Bogak, strong take, and gets fouled by Z Spearman. And that'll be Spearman's first foul. Bogak doing a good job of making it to the other side of the rim, and then Spearman just getting her on the arm on her offhand, and that's where that foul came in. Bogak makes that first one.
Bogak with an impressive resume. She was drafted 12th overall in the first round in the 2016 NBA draft by the Liberty. I mean, she just brings massive size and veteran international experience to the Waves front court.
She's also a 74% free throw shooter, and she's 100% from the line tonight as she makes both of those. Fair snaking through the offense, kicks it out to Lauren Taylor for the corner. Three, and that three is good. Savannah now about 5 for 6 from the three-point line tonight. Mayana Moore with 3 of her own, and then Lauren Taylor with 1 as well. And then Ariel Hearn gets called for the travel, and it'll be Savannah Steel basketball heading the other way.
Just a patient find by Fair. I mean, she waited until she found exactly what she wanted, and she was able to get that pass off quick, and it was able to be finished.
Excuse me, Savannah is 5 for 7 from the three-point line tonight so far. Fair at the corner. She's going to get it in to Z Spearman, who's trying to continue to stay aggressive as they bang in the paint. And then Pollard pulls up for the three. It's in and out. Good hands by Pollard as well. Over to Duke Bulgak, who's going to pull up for them the three. It's too strong.
Jacksonville really taking advantage of those O boards.
That three too strong as well. Yes, giving them multiple second chance opportunities. And then it's a handoff with Lauren Taylor driving. Pollard is almost had it. And that'll be a turnover by Savannah. Kick back to Arrow and Hearn. Hearn is three too strong. Pollard gets the rebound. That foul is going to be on the floor. And that foul is going to be on Z Spearman. Spearman didn't realize that she fouled as the ball was being pushed the other way. Olivia Cochran and Jacqueline Amoyni's Honda going to come in for Spearman and Moore. And Duke Bulgak will be at the line. And looking at that replay again, Spearman just pushed Bulgak a little too much in the back while she was going up for that rebound.
Just looked like a physical, aggressive
I thought
play,
it was a basketball play.
Yeah, definitely a basketball play.
But either way, a Duke Bulgak, again, 74% free throw shooter at the line. She made it. She made the first and makes the second to stay perfect from the line tonight, now 4 for 4. Fair setting up the offense for Savannah. She's going to head off to Lauren Taylor. She's going to kick over to Mwinitz Honda for the three. It's no good.
Jacksonville just doing a great job right now of boxing out and getting a body on everybody.
Savannah leading in fast break points right now, but points in the paint, Jacksonville leads as they get another point right there. Some more points in the paint. A Duke Bulgak just being aggressive, banging with the best of them. Hand off to Moynihan on the inside, gets it into Cochran, who has to have a hook shot over Bulgak. It's too strong.
I really like the offense that Savannah has going on right now. I feel like they're being very patient, and they're definitely looking for one more pass.
Hearn with the hard first step, or long and hard first step. That foul will be on Deasia Fair.
Looks like Fair just swipes down right on her hand.
And that foul will be again on Deasia Fair, and Ariel Hearn will be at the line. Hearn makes that one, makes the first. And again, just taking a look at that, Fair trying to stick with Hearn on the drive and just gets her in the hand. And Ariel Hearn is an 81% free throw shooter for this Waves team, playing her 16th game. Hearn makes both her free throws. And now the Waves will have a 4-point lead over the Savannah Steel, 20-16, 1:50 left to go in this first quarter. Handoff from Moynihan to Moore, who's gonna pull up from the elbow. And Ayanna Moore has just been on an offensive tear as she's already in double figures with 11 in this game.
Her offense is definitely flowing for her tonight. Just a lot of consistency.
And a Duke Bulgak getting in there as well. For the Waves offensively, trying to keep the Savannah Steel at bay. Winning Tonda in the wing. She's gonna get the handoff to Moore, who's gonna fake a pass. He's gonna fall and turn over the basketball. Hearn pushing pace for the Waves. Picks up her dribble, and Deasia Fair now in the transition for Savannah. Olivia Cochran gonna stop popping with a nice move around her.
Great patience there by Fair again. She just was able to read the defense in front of her and then see where her post players were coming down the floor, right down the middle, and she was able to just do a little quick dump pass. And then Cochran also had a lot of patience there as she finished that layup.
And again, you already mentioned it, but you were talking about Savannah just being patient offensively, letting offense come to them. And when you have 3 players coming off your bench today, Savannah Steel is missing Laisha Petrie, who is the leading scorer for the Savannah Steel team. Right now, this is her 3rd game that she hasn't played.
Yeah,
due to just injury, and then Alicia Jenkins as well, not dressed out and playing with the Savannah Steel squad.
Yeah, patience is definitely going to be the name of the game for the Steel. As we know, Jacksonville does the best when they get people to play outside of their comfort zone, get people to speed up.
And then Jasmine Walker just going strong to the hold. And Moynihan Tonda looking to jump straight up, but because Walker does initiate that contact, Moynihan Tonda does end up leaning over. And you have to stay straight up as much as possible. So that is a foul on Jacqueline Moynihan Tonda, and Jasmine Walker will be at the line for the Waves. Again, it's nothing serious with these players that are sitting out this afternoon. Petrie is just sick, and so she isn't being cleared to play right now because she hasn't been feeling her best. And then there was a lane violation by Cochran. And then Jasmine Walker will be able to shoot a 3rd free throw because of that lane violation. Walker makes that one as well, giving the Waves a 3-point lead. 25 seconds left in this first. Hugh Morrison at the top of the key. The wing kicks it over to Ayana Moore, who tries to get it inside to Olivia Cochran, but it will stay with Savannah as Cochran was kind of played defense on by 2 Waves players.
I would have loved to see Moore shoot that or even do a side dribble, shoot the 3. Because she's so hot right now, they're closing out on her really hard.
Right, that side step. Just like that, transition 3 is a little short. Waves trying to push pace, 13 seconds left. Kayla Porter pulls it back. And she has to get off to Adu Bolgak for the 3, too strong. Morrison for the rebound. And that'll close out the first quarter. Jacksonville Waves leading the Savannah Steel 23-20. We're gonna go ahead and take a little break right here. When we come back, we're gonna see some 2nd quarter action. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits like our educational benefits benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets.
And we're back at Enmarket Arena, ready for some second quarter action as the Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 23-20.
Yeah, that first quarter, we saw Jacksonville get to the line a ton, shooting. They got their 13 opportunities. They're 11 for 13 right now to Savannah's
1 for 2.
1 for 2. Yes.
As Cheyenne Sellers keeps that party going as she drives and draws the foul to get herself to the line again.
I mean, them just using that contact down low is crucial for them right now. They've currently got 12 points in the paint, and that's without her 2. So they are definitely making a statement down low.
And she does, of course, get that and 1 there. So now the Jacksonville Waves are 12 for 14 from the line. Good hands by Renaya Davis. Lauren Taylor on the drive. Hugh Morrison tried to thread the needle with that pass, and it did get kicked by the Waves. So it'll be an out of bounds play off the sideline for Savannah. Fair at the top of the key. She's gonna snake through. And then Lauren Taylor is gonna be fouled. She's gonna be pushed by Renaya Davis in the back.
They're really looking to make use of Lauren Taylor on that pick and roll because of her mismatch down low. If someone switches onto her, that's going to be really efficient for them.
Going to be another out of bounds play for Savannah. Morrison at the top of the key. She's going to try to set the offense up. She's going to pull up from the 3 instead. It's going to be too strong. Cheyenne Sellers going to push. Renaya Davis. It was, I mean, I would say no-look pass, but it wasn't a no-look pass. Sellers was looking at Davis, but Davis was not looking at her and just looked at the right time. And she was wide open for a layup as well.
She just floated that pass up.
And you saw Sellers kind of laughing because she didn't expect her to get that pass. And that's going to be Davis again, but this time it's going to be a defensive 3-second. And so Savannah will be shooting a technical free throw for that, and Ayanna Moore will be at the line shooting that with a hot hand right now. Moore can't get that free throw to go. That is only the 3rd free throw for the Steel in this game so far. Now Savannah shooting 33% from the free throw line.
And we're seeing the success with Savannah from beyond the arc, but obviously they're strong when they go inside. They're strong when they get downhill.
And then that's going to be an offensive foul by Savannah on Jacqueline Moynihan-Tonda. She was trying to set a screen for Hugh Morrison, and then Pulliam just gets around the hip. And so Moynihan-Tonda has to lay there on the floor because she understands that that's what the call was. She may not have liked it, but she understood what the call was.
Definitely a high-scoring start for this game. It's really great seeing these both teams compete this much.
And then Lindsey Pulliam for the jumper is too strong. Morrison pushing pace right now. She's going to get it over to Moore. DeAsia Fair going to drive and then get that is good. DeAsia Fair getting in on the offensive party with her first 2 points in this game.
That quick step by Fair is lethal. She is able to just get downhill effortlessly.
That's good defense by Fair. And Pollard pushing pace for Savannah. She's gonna spin on the inside on Kayla Pointer and get it out to Morrison, who gives it back to her. And then Pollard is gonna just keep it going, and she's gonna get the jumper to go.
She's playing with a lot of pace. I think she's doing a really good job of finding out her shots and finding what works with her within this new offense.
Good hands by Olivia Cochran to recognize the turnover from Lindsey Pulliam. Ayana Moore from the three. She's going to drive instead. And then good hands by Lindsey Pulliam, but it is going to be a foul for pushing Ayana Moore.
Such a great take by Moore. She was able to read the defense very well. They were closing out on her strong, and she was able to get inside and create that contact to get to the line. That's what we need to see more of from the Steel, is just being able to get to the line and create that contact that Jacksonville is creating on the other end.
Yeah, Savannah is usually really good at getting those free throw opportunities because offensively, even if their shots aren't falling, they know how to get to the line. Again, a player who does that really well for the Savannah Steel is not playing tonight, Laisha Petrie and Nudie Jenkins, both 1 and 2 free throw percentages for this team right now, shooting about 90 and 87% and 92%. So definitely some of these other players are going to have to step up and really push themselves to get to the line for the Steel team. Moore gets that one. And now it's a one-possession, 2-point game. Jacksonville leading by 2, 28-26, 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. And that was just good offense by the Waves to recognize the mismatch when Savannah switched on the defensive end right there and gave Renaya Davis DeAsia Fair. And then Ayana Moore from the three almost got that one to go as well, realizing she just got a hot hand and she's got to keep shooting. And then the Jacksonville Waves with 2 quick points just like that, giving themselves some breathing room in 30 seconds. Q Morrison getting that good first step. 1-2, picks up her dribble, but basically at the 3-point line, and then has to take 2 huge steps to get to the rim, and does with nobody on her.
I mean, we're just watching a fast-paced game. It goes through the hoop, and the other team's getting it out. I mean, we just saw Cheyenne Sellers saying, let's go, come on, let's run our offense. So they're trying to play a fast-paced game.
Ariel Hearn snaking through the defense, and they're going to take a look at that eventually just to check on that. Once this ball is deemed dead, just to see if there was a shot clock violation on that one. Fair picks up her dribble, has to figure out who she's going to get it to, gets it to Pollard at the elbow. And Pollard again, just finding her spots on the floor. This being her first game, knows how to just find those spots and know when to take the shots. Now at 7 points in this game.
I mean, she is just flowing, like you said. She's finding her shots, reading her defense extremely well, and just executing where she's best.
Renaya Davis with the short corner, and that is good as well. Q Morrison driving on Pulliam and draws the foul. And so Morrison will be at the line. We're going to take a media timeout here. And then when we come back, we're going to see Q Morrison shooting some free throws. Savannah, you're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back at Enmarket Arena where the Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 34-30. Just under 5 minutes to go in this first half. And they had, during that break, they went back and looked at that shot to see if it was, by Ariel Hearn, to see if it was going to count, if she got it off before that shot clock expired. And she did not. So what was a 36-30 lead is now a 34-30 lead for Jacksonville, as that shot, again, does not count. And then Q Morrison, right before the break, on the drive against Lindsey Pulliam and draws the foul, so that's why she's at the free throw line. She does miss the first.
And we're really just seeing a high-scoring first half. I think both teams are eager to get a win. As we know, Savannah Steel lost their past 2 games, and then Jacksonville also lost to Charlotte by 8 in their last game. So both teams are hungry for a win, especially against each other.
Morrison missed both of those. She is a 75% free throw shooter. Hollier controls the rebound off of that shot. And then Deasia Fair. And then Hollard, shot too strong.
Deasia Fair just in such a flow there. 1-2 step, get it up, and it was a great transition bucket for the Steel.
And Fair really trying to get her three-point percentage going. She's shooting at 22%, but she is the NCAA third all-time leading scorer, trying to get that out. And you would think I know how to say it, saying it so many times already.
Definitely a very impressive accolade to have.
Taylor Soule got that rebound, and Hearn decided to take the shot. Foul is going to be on the floor. And that foul would be on Z Spearman now. That's her third. Spearman having to go take a seat for the Savannah Steel. You only get 6 fouls in this league. Spearman already halfway there, and it's still about just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. And then just going back to what you were talking about both these teams being hungry for a win, the Jacksonville Waves and Savannah head-to-head are Jacksonville leads it. Savannah's 0-3 to Jacksonville. And so they're definitely, again, going off of what Coach Ross said post-game on Sunday evening. She was just saying that we owe them one. So they're hungry, like you mentioned.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going into this, she said, hey, we're prepared to make it a good game. And I know you mentioned it earlier, not just for themselves, but for the UPSHOT League. With 4 teams, yeah, it's going to be difficult. But, I mean, it's about making adjustments. Like she said, every day they're making adjustments.
And then in transition, Fair by herself. She gets that one to go. And then Sellers looking like a running back off the three-point corner line. And she gets that one to go as well. Now the Jacksonville Waves with that 36-35 lead. I think Lauren Taylor has a little jam on her hand right there. So they're going to take a look at that as well.
Calling a timeout here really helped to make sure Jacksonville doesn't get into a momentum and get a flow going.
And we're going to take immediate timeout right here. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
We are in an official review right now. And we're going to get some clarification on what they're reviewing. But, I mean, so far, Lydia, what are you seeing from the stat sheets for both these teams right now? I still see a big difference in free throws for both teams, with Jacksonville shooting 7 more free throws already in this game, still 14-7 in free throws. And then the percentages, though, Jacksonville as well shooting at 86% from the free throw line. Savannah shooting at 43% with the 7 that they have versus the 14 that Jacksonville has.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville, them at the free throw line is really what is their bread and butter right now. That's what they're going to. That's what they should keep going to, is creating contact down low. They're also out-rebounding Savannah. They've got 10 O boards to Savannah's 1 O board. So right now that's working for them super well. And then for the Steel, I mean, we just see them sharing the ball really well. They have 11 assists to their 5 turnovers, which is really good for them. So we know they're just moving the ball well. They're playing well together, and they're executing, which is something Coach Brown talks about a lot, is like, we are best when we execute our offense.
Fair gets it over to Pollard in the corner. Pollard is going to try to get the step. Her shot is short. Sellers on the wing. Good hands by Q Morrison.
Q Morrison is just such a fun player to watch play defense. Like, she really takes it to heart, and she's just go, go, go when she's defending somebody.
And she always talks about if she's messing up offensively, she's going to do what she can defensively to get her get back, as well as just redeem herself for whatever she just did. And that's a tough drive by Kayla Pointer. I was expecting her to get it into a Duke Bolgak, who had the mismatch with Ayanna Moore playing defense on her, but instead they kind of crowded the floor on that side, and Pointer had no choice but to go up after that drive. And then Olivia Cochran getting that rebound and does a good job of getting there. And then she's going to take a look at the bench, and Coach Brown is she's going to see Coach Brown clapping to let her know that she likes that offense and she likes that tenacity. Now Cochran will be at the line shooting too.
Yeah, such a strong rebound for her. I mean, she had, as we see here, she had 3 Jacksonville players around her, and she was able to elevate and use her strength to grab that board.
Cochran, a 50% free throw shooter, and right now is shooting 50% as she does make the first of that one. This is her first free throws of the game. Cochran still at the line, taking her time. And she makes both of them. A 50% free throw shooter, shooting at 100% so far. Waves moving the ball around the perimeter, trying to see some open offense. And Pollard gets the steal, and then they hand the ball right back to Jacksonville and Kayla Pointer. Again, Q Morrison kind of running off. And Pollard like, you the point guard, come get the ball. She tried to hand it off to her. And then Q Morrison doing a good job getting it out to Fair for the 3. And Fair gonna keep the 3-point party going for Savannah as she gets her second 3 in this game. Now 2 for 2 from the 3-point.
Yeah, Q Morrison's doing a fabulous job of facilitating for the steal. We see her get downhill, and then she's immediately looking for a kick out if her shot is not there.
And maybe Morrison might like having Fair on the floor at the same time as her, because they take turns. They're both point guards, so they can take turns getting the ball and facilitating from there. I think what's really going well for Savannah here is Q Morrison bringing the ball down the floor and Fair being able to play off the ball. Fair is a player that knows how to create her own offense for sure, but and she's still trying to get into her groove of things offensively with the Savannah Steel. This is Deasia Fair's 9th game on the season, and I personally don't feel like she feels like she's playing at the level that she can offensively. And so I think this might be a good game for her to just come off the basketball, playing at the 2 with Q Morrison on the floor, and really using her opportunities to create her offense the way she does. She's been really trying to facilitate a lot. And so now we're seeing the Steel players kind of get comfortable with where they're getting the basketball, and Fair knowing where Olivia Cochran likes to get the basketball, and Cochran really knowing how Fair likes to give her the basketball. And so knowing those spots on the floor has been really working well for this team, and now Deasia Fair can have an offensive game that she's been looking to have, as Olivia Cochran makes both of those free throws to stay perfect from the line, now 4 for 4 on the game.
Yeah, as we know, a lot of it is about chemistry, so it's interesting to see players that are facilitators but are also capable of scoring in the 2 position, in the 3 position, to see like other things that they're capable of doing.
You see Pollard just looking at Renaya Davis's numbers. She tried to play some tough defense right there. She thought she just blocked it from behind, and she didn't like that call. That will be Pollard's first foul in this game, with 7 points so far on the night, as she's playing her first game with the Steel. Davis is short on the free throw, and looking at that again.
Take a look to see where the contact was. Yeah, it looks like it was on her hand a little bit. She came down when she swiped down over the ball.
And Davis does make the second. We saw Lauren Taylor and Olivia Cochran both trying to box out Adu Bolgak. And then Q Morrison with a 12-foot jumper.
Just a smart read on her end, a good pull up.
Just a little far off the elbow. And then that foul's going to be on Adu Bolgak, an offensive foul. It'll be her first. She has drawn 3 fouls and is 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, or today, excuse me. Q Morrison on the drive. She picks up her dribble, was looking for Cochran on the inside. And then that foul will be on Adu Bolgak as they're trying to help Cochran up off the floor. Bolgak moving a little too fast and just kind of pushed Cochran. When Cochran was trying to possibly screen, we're gonna have to take a look back at that again. Adu Bolgak now with 2 back-to-back fouls, and Cochran is at the line for her 3rd trip. We must have some Waves fans in the crowd today, because I was like, we hear some screams. Everybody supposed to be quiet when the Savannah Steel is shooting at the free throw line.
Hey, it's a quick drive for them, just around 2 hours.
Cochran, again, still perfect from the line. Now 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 13 seconds left to go. Savannah with the 46-39 lead over the Waves. Good defense by Lauren Taylor after her and Q Morrison had to switch off on that screen.
Definitely a strong finish to them for their first half for them.
Yes. That'll be the end of the first half. The Savannah still lead the Waves again, 46-39. And we're gonna see, this is gonna be halftime. When we come back, we're gonna see what the Waves decide to do to try to get themselves offensively back in this game. We're gonna take the break here, and when we come back, we're gonna see what they decide to do. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah. The Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Savannah. The Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season.
We're enjoying some halftime entertainment right here, but again, just to let you remind you, the Savannah Steel do lead the Jacksonville Waves 46-39. Lydia, what do we see in that first half?
Yeah,
that was really interesting.
I think a big part of it is Q Morrison. She's a vet on the team, and she's doing a really great job of facilitating for the Steel, finding mismatches, finding things that are open. But also, Savannah Steel was shooting very well from the three-point. They were 7 for 17 at 41%, so that was huge for them compared to Jacksonville, who was actually 0 for 13 in the first. So I think threes kept Savannah Steel alive there in the first half. And then for Jacksonville, they were just doing a tremendous job of getting downhill, creating that contact, and running their transition offense, which is where we see a lot of their success come from.
Going off of that, yes, 7 for 17 from the three-point line, shooting about 41% as a team. But Ayanna Moore really being the big part of that, shooting 60% by herself. She's 3 for 5 from the three-point line, making all 3 of those threes in that first quarter, 2 of them at least in the first, and then getting 1 there in the second. But, I mean, offensively, she's just doing everything for the Savannah Steel. Now the Steel do have 2 players in double figures, Ayanna Moore being 1, and then Deasia Fair being another, and Fair being shooting 100% from the line, now 2 for 2 from the three-point line.
Yeah, and I know we were talking about Deasia Fair earlier. We know she's so capable at scoring the ball, and I think this is a great game to show the scoring capabilities that she has, as she's not bringing the ball up the floor as much. So getting to watch her from that 2 position is pretty exciting, because we get to see all her capabilities when scoring. I mean, we already know all of her capabilities at facilitating, but being able to see her score and kind of get into her own flow of offense and what she does best is exciting to watch.
Yes, and then looking at the free throw, the difference in free throws, or Savannah really took the time to get to the line, will themselves to the free throw line, especially in that second quarter. They went 8 for 11 from the free throw line, while Jacksonville only went 2 for 3. So the difference being the free throw lines between that first and second quarter as well. And then 8 for 11, and Olivia Cochran has 6 of the 8 almost. Really, she just did really well. I don't even want to say forcing herself to the line, because 2 of the fouls where she was shooting was because Jacksonville was in the bonus. But she does reward herself by making the free throws.
Definitely, and I think a big thing that we're seeing for both sides is both sides are taking advantages of mismatches. They're recognizing mismatches really well. They're recognizing defenders' feet, where they're at when they close out. So I think it's just capitalizing off of other teams. When other teams make a mistake, they're able to capitalize off of those mistakes.
Speaking of capitalizing off mistakes, Jacksonville with 11 turnovers and Savannah with 12 points off turnovers. And then Savannah only with 6. And I know in the past, in that Greensboro series for Savannah, turnovers were something that Coach Brown and Coach Ross continually brought up and talked about as just needing to kind of mitigate that, because they were having 11, 15, 20, those type of numbers up there. And Coach Brown kept reiterating that that's too many. That's too many. So for them to only have 6 turnovers in that first half already, they're doing better at limiting those.
Yeah, and to have 12 assists, I think that just speaks to the chemistry that the team is starting to build, and it just speaks to the veteran experience that Q Morrison has when she's playing the point guard, and also Deja Fair when she's playing point guard, when she's facilitating. It's just showing that the chemistry is coming together and that they're starting to pick up on the things that Coach talks about in post-press conferences. You know, they're limiting their turnovers, they're increasing their assist numbers as well, and those are just going to be big things that speak to the chemistry that the team is building.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and then when we come back, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk about just some keys to the game for both these teams going into the second half. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future?
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for.
Welcome back. We got about 6 minutes left in this first half. We're going to go ahead and talk about some keys to the game coming into this second half, Lydia. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, Savannah, we see the way that they're sharing the ball is working really well for them. They're being very patient with their offense. They're finding each other, and they're making sure to get the right looks, which has been huge for their execution. I mean, they're feeding the hot hand. Like you said, Ayanna Moore is shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're shooting really well from beyond the arc. So it's going to just be executing and then just feeding into where they're seeing their success right now. And, I mean, as for Jacksonville, they're 13 for 16 from the line. They're attacking really well. They're getting downhill. They're creating that contact. And they're also getting a lot of second chance opportunities. They're out-rebounding on the O-boards. They've got more O-boards than Savannah with 10 O-boards for the Waves to Savannah, who has one or two, 4. They've got 4. So those O-boards are going to be really big for Jacksonville in those second chance opportunities.
Absolutely. Just going off of that, I think Jacksonville just needs to also find some perimeter offense. Like you said, they're 0 for 13 from the three-point line as well, so they need to find some perimeter offense and get that going. And then they need to defend the paint. I mean, they've given up 24 points in the paint at this point, or they have 24 points in the paint, so they need to keep that going, So keep doing that offensively. They need to slow down Savannah's transition game. Savannah's 15-8 in fast break. So they need to slow down that transition game for Savannah and then just get to the free throw line some more, like you're saying. And then I think Savannah has to stay aggressive from the 3. Shooting right now at 41%. They need to keep doing that. They need to keep pushing the pace. They also need to keep getting that bench production. We're looking at Savannah bench outscoring Jacksonville 17-10, and that's saying a lot for Savannah, who has 3 players on the bench right now coming off the bench because they only have 8 players available to play. So 3 players off the bench, and they're outscoring Jacksonville's bench means a lot right now. So they need to keep that production going. They need to keep taking care of the basketball and then keep attacking the paint as well. They've been doing all of that, all those things. So because of that, we're going to take a look at some highlights from last week's or 2 weeks ago for the Savannah Steel team, just to watch their offense and how well they've been playing and see if they can continue that. Again, take a look at these highlights right here. And we're back. That actually was not highlights from 2 weeks ago. That was highlights from the first half. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, just seeing the offense for the Savannah Steel, as they're going to come out right now with about 2.5 minutes left and try to keep that going. And so we're going to keep that going as well. Going back, looking back at these keys to the game. Again, Jacksonville has just had no answer for Savannah's drives and interior scoring. Now we know points in the paint, Jacksonville is leading 24-8. So that does show that Jacksonville is a Duke Bolgak especially, and Renaya Davis really taking turns getting there and getting those points in the paint. And then I feel like a lot of that came from the first half as well. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a break here. And when we come back, we're going to see some second half action. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season
long. We're back here at Enmarket Arena, where the Savannah Steel again lead the Jacksonville Waves, 46-39. They just played a 5-game series against Greensboro, so I know I might take some time saying that over and over again. Just continuing to practice, make sure I'm saying Jacksonville Waves instead of Greensboro. But yes, they're leading the Waves 46-39. Second half is about to get underway. It is camp day as well. So we have all the campers in the building. We're a little ways off from 67 points, but I'm sure when we get there, I know we said this last time too.
Go crazy.
We're gonna see the arena go crazy off of those 6'7" as well. You take a look at those campers there, and they're just so excited.
The energy is high. They definitely bring the energy in here up by a lot.
And we're hoping that the energy is high for both these teams as well. Renaya Davis taking their time on the inside. That spin shot was short. Hugh Morrison with the ball at the wing. She's going to get a handoff to Ayana Moore from the top of the key. Moore's shot is going to be short as well. That three a little rushed, but I mean, it looked good coming out her hands.
I was going to say, I mean, her footwork is so crisp. I think the best shooters have the best footwork, and she definitely shows that every time that she shoots the ball.
And then Lauren Taylor from the top of the free throw line. I mean, a 16-footer right there. And she also just got the shooter's touch. And she loves the middle of the floor. I think she just likes the alignment that she has when she's in the middle of the floor. And then that's just good, better defense by her as well. Morrison on the wing. Hand off to Olivia Cochran with the 16-footer. And she looked like a shot. That shot looked like she was a guard out there.
I was gonna say that was a pick and pop. We see her pick and roll a lot, so the pick and pop was working really well there.
And she's just doing good at being active on the on the offensive end of the basketball for Savannah in this game. Ariel Hearn does a good job for Jacksonville right there, getting to the rim and finishing with the finger roll. Morrison on the wing again. Just the way the offense starts. Cochran on the drive. She's going to spin and fade away. Her favorite move is that fadeaway jumper. And then Ariel Hearn doing a good job of keeping the ball for the Waves. Coming in with that. Winitanda gives Sellers the space. And then Sellers is going to sell that a little bit, I feel like. But does do a good job to draw the foul, but it is on the floor, so she will not be shooting. And Winitanda.
Looks like she got her hands tied up a little bit and then realized they were tied up, moved them away, and then
I said they weren't tied up, but I mean,
and then they were gone.
Tied up, it was going to be tied up with Sellers with her own hands. Because Winnitanda's hands were by her side. But there, she did draw, Sellers did a good job of drawing that foul. And then Jacksonville just couldn't finish it offensively. Savannah moving quick. That short turn jumper in the short corner for Taylor. Ayana Moore got some hands in there. And she's going to take some time. And she thought she got the steal right there.
Steel came out with just as much energy in the second half as they did in the first half. We're seeing them get to the boards really well. And then the pick and pop is working very well for them also.
As we saw again, Olivia Cochran with the nice pick and pop to get going offensively in this second half. Lindsay Pulliam at the line makes the first.
We'll see here what happened with Diana. Looks like her hands were just in there.
And then Renaya Davis doing a good job there of establishing position over Najee Pollard, newcomer for the Steel. And Davis is going to be at the line, shooting right behind her teammate, Lindsay Pulliam. And that'll be Pollard's second foul. Davis does miss the first. But she makes the second. 7-point game. Savannah still leading 50-43. Pollard coming off a screen three is quick. Lauren Taylor tried to get in there. Renaya Davis controlled the rebound. Good defense by Q Morrison. Davis on the floor. And then that ball is going to stay with the Waves as I assume Ayana Moore steps out of bounds while she's trying to get her hands on the basketball with Renaya Davis there. So it'll be an inbounds play for Jacksonville. Pulliam on the drive, kicks out to Hearn, back inside. And that's just good defense by Ayana Moore.
Good defense, and Lauren Taylor's right there to grab it and kick it up.
And then Taylor couldn't finish it, but does draw the foul. That foul will be on Davis. And so, looking at that again, that was a good take by Lauren Taylor.
I was going to say Davis was pretty straight up, but the fact that Lauren Taylor went into her and was able to create that contact helped her get to the line.
So Lauren Taylor's at the line. She makes that one, makes the first. Lauren Taylor, 67% free throw shooter. They had to switch the basketball there, making sure there's some good air in the basketball. So while we're talking about basketballs, Molten USA, the official basketball partner of the UPSHOT League. Every shot, every moment, the future of women's basketball keeps getting stronger. Molten USA has long been committed to growing the game and supporting athletes at the highest level. We are proud to be a partner with Molten USA, the official basketball of the UPSHOT League. Molten, feel the emotion. Lauren Taylor doesn't get that one to fall. Waves trying to get some offense going. Hearn pulls up for the 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and she sinks the shot.
Just a great shot there.
And she had to create something out of nothing because the Waves offense was a little stagnant there. Good rotation over by the Waves. Ayana Moore had to pick up her dribble. And that'll be a kick ball by the Waves. They're saying it was kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Spearman, but the ref did blow the whistle at the first kick ball, which was on Jacksonville. So regardless of what happened after she blew the whistle, it's still going to be Savannah basketball at on the sideline. Still trying to get the basketballs together. They're going to switch the basketballs out again. I think they have the original game ball out there now. Fair on the drive at the top of the key. Over to Pollard, who's going to look to get some offense going. She's going to hook shot it over Cheyenne Sellers, and she's going to make it. And now she has 9 points in this game, almost at double figures. Pulliam with the short jumper, no good. Fair, pushing pace, trying to get some transition basketball points. And it's going to be pushed by Sellers out of bounds. That'll be Sellers' second foul. A Duke Bulgak coming in for Renaya Davis. Foul is on the floor. Lauren Taylor from the wing for the 3 is too strong. hits the rim and bounces out. And the ball will be taken out on the sideline. A whistle by the refs to just get some stoppage. But Jacksonville is bringing the ball back in on the sideline. Hearn at the top of the key, over to Pulliam. Pulliam back over to Hearn on the wing. Hearn's gonna drive to the basket, get it into Lindsey. Pulliam's gonna miss the layup, just hit the bottom of the rim, and then it's gonna get the ball off the, Pollard gonna get the ball off the Fair. Fair snaking through the defense. And then they was just trying to, some miscommunication offensively for Savannah. Now Q Morrison coming back in the game.
Yeah, Savannah just kind of looking for their own pace right now, trying to get everybody on the same pace.
Hearn shooting a free throw. It's too strong. And then there's gonna be a foul on the floor. That foul will be on Pulliam. When we come back, they'll be bring the ball in. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back here at Enmarken Arena where the Savannah Steel lead the Greensboro Groove. Oh, the Jacksonville Waves, excuse me guys, I'm so sorry. 54-46. We got some action underway here for these teams. Again, there was a foul by Lindsey Pulliam, but it was on the floor before the break. And so Savannah do have the basketball. I promise I'm going to get it right, y'all. The Jacksonville Waves. Excuse me. Good defense by Hugh Morrison, but she does get Cheyenne Sellers in the body as she goes up for the block. And so that foul will be on Hugh Morrison. Only her first, though. I thought she went straight up on that, but Lydia, what did you see? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we see her lower go into Cheyenne also. So I think that's where the foul call came from. Yeah, she was straight up and down, but there was a little bit of contact.
Sellers does make the first. Again, Sellers is an 82% free throw shooter for this Jacksonville Waves team. And she gets that one to go as well. Now 5 for 5 from the line so far today. Z Spearman with the seal. And then Hugh Morrison on the drive kicks it back over to Spearman. And that's just better offense by Jacksonville, sharing the basketball between the bigs. Duke Bolgak with a pass over to Jasmine Walker. Hugh Morrison from the three is short, hits the front of the rim. Lauren Taylor rebounds. Z Spearman decides to shoot the three, and Z Spearman gets in on a three-point party. And Olivia Cochran, who's about to check into the game, is jumping up and down for her forward teammate.
Right. The posts are always going to celebrate that three together. That was great. We just watched the bench get super hyped for Z.
And so we're going to see a foul. That foul's going to be on a Duke Bolgak. And we're going to see Z Spearman at the line shooting two. That's Bolgak's third foul. Spearman shooting for Savannah from the free throw line. Spearman, a 56% free throw shooter. She does miss that first one, though. Looking at that again. That was a nice pass inside by Pollard to Z Spearman. Spearman just staying tough against the Duke Bolgak and draws the foul. Being a 56% free throw shooter, she's going to make at least 50% of her trip, and she does, getting that second one. Ayana Moore now in. Sellers from the three. She's going to stick it and hold her form there. And just gets the shot to fall. Then Ayana Moore on the other side hits the front of the rim. And the Waves trying to push pace. And Jessica Bogey is going to take the timeout. And while she's waiting for that timeout to go, oh, we're just going to keep it here and keep it going as well. Uh-oh, there's the 6-7 for those watching at home. We talked about that. They're so close to 6-7. 67. Savannah at the 61, leading the Waves 50-53. 2:49 left to go in this quarter, excuse me. And so with Savannah being 6 points off, the arena was ready, right? The arena's ready. This is just the warm-up, y'all. If the kids are paying attention, we're going to see a frenzy of 6-7s going once they get to 67 there. So you even got some of the arena staff and Savannah Steel staff in on it as well. Just, again, looking at the stat sheet so far in this game, both teams shooting at least 70% from the free throw line now. Savannah, 11 for 15, shooting 73%. And then Jacksonville, 15 for 20, shooting 75%.
Yeah, Savannah getting to the line was a major adjustment for them. And it's really just helping them out as well, because we can't have one team get into the line of 10 and another. It's going to be a big distinguisher in the game.
And then let's talk about some of this three-point shooting from Savannah. I mean, Z Spearman getting a three-point shot, and Z Spearman now shooting 33% from the three-point line. If you want to count it, since she does, she's 1 for 1. Or no, shooting 100%, excuse me, from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that noise meter is up there. The 6-man doing its job really loud. I mean, even in our headsets, we hear them so clearly. And so Z Spearman was a 0% three-point shooter because she hadn't taken a three-point shot so far for real this season. Good tall block.
Q Morrison has just been racking up the blocks lately.
I mean, Laisha Petrie does lead this team in blocks, having at least almost 1 block a game. But Z Spearman has been getting in on that. And, you know, another thing with Z, she also leads the team in assists, averaging about 3 assists a game this season. It's Deasia Fair with the step off against Lindsey Pulliam and gets the short jumper to fall. Again, offensively just getting herself involved in this game. Now with 12 points. And that's now having 3 players in double figures for the steal. Renaya Davis, 3 too strong. Fair picks up the rebound, excuse me. Z Spearman inside to Renaya. On Renaya, excuse me. Cochran spinning on Lindsey Pulliam now with a fadeaway jumper again. She loves that. That's
her staple.
That's Alicia Jenkins' staple, yeah. And I think with them working together, Alicia Jenkins coaching up Olivia Cochran with that inside spin to the short jumper. And then there's a foul. Z Spearman.
We'll take a look at that. The players weren't too happy with that one. So we'll see.
And Cochran both were like, she's standing straight up.
Where the contact was.
Oh.
Right on top of her head is where it looks like the ref could have seen that one.
And Spearman honestly not standing straight up. Her hands are arched over a little bit, coming down. And so when Hearn is trying to levitate up, she does create that contact. Now, she does get the block at the top, only hitting the basketball. But again, because her arms aren't standing straight up, that's where the foul comes in. That'll be her 4th foul. She's going to take a seat. About a little less than a minute and a half in this quarter. Hearn completes the trip, going 2 for 2 on that one.
With such a small bench right now, due to the circumstances, you know, the Steel has to be very cautious of their foul counts and how many fouls that players are playing with and the time on the clock as well.
There's 5 team fouls, so any foul after this now, Jacksonville will be at the line. And then Olivia Cochran at the elbow, and her shot's no good, but she does draw the foul off of Cheyenne Sellers. And Sellers is trying to get some clarification from the official as to why she was called for a foul there, because she felt like it was an unnatural shooting motion by Cochran, sticking her legs out on that shot. And she initiates the contact, so Sellers felt like she didn't deserve that one. That's Sellers' 3rd as Olivia Cochran makes the 1st. The referees have a tough job. I mean, I like to say this is one of the hardest jobs in the world, honestly.
Definitely. I feel like you just got to commit to a call and call it. There's no second guessing what they see.
Olivia Cochran now 8 for 8 from the free throw line today. And I know in one of those Greensboro games in that series, they left 12 points on the board Friday night from the free throw line, and that was a big thing that they tried to focus on Sunday afternoon, excuse me. Olivia Cochran, she pulls up her dribble, and then Q Morrison's jumper is short. Cochran had the lane. I don't think she realized that she had it until it was too late.
Yeah, Q Morrison did a good job of bringing both defenders towards her, so it gave Cochran that lane and it gave her that opportunity to go up for the shot.
And then that was just good offense by Renaya Davis. Lauren Taylor was set there for the charge, and Renaya just Euro steps around her and gets to the layup. 10 seconds to go. Savannah leading 66-57. Q Morrison for the short jumper. She gets the shooter's touch on that as she takes a breath, a sigh of relief. Her pushing pace has to throw up something, hits the rim, but it doesn't fall in. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Savannah leading 68-57. Getting ready to start some fourth quarter action when we come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement back.
Welcome back to Enmarken Arena, where the Savannah Steel lead the Jacksonville Waves 68-57. We're going to take a look at Ayana Moore's highlights in this game real quick.
She's just playing very impressive right now, flowing super well within the offense.
And then some tough miscommunication on offense by Savannah there. Lindsey Pulliam trying to do her best. The offense moving a little too fast for Savannah there. Lindsey Pulliam was pushing pace for the Waves. She did get it down to Taylor Soule, but Soule couldn't finish it. Pulliam comes behind her, no good. And then that ball is out on the Waves, so Savannah has it. And here we are. Fair dancing with Kayla Pointer, pulls up, no good. And then Olivia Cochran and Lauren Taylor trying to get in for that rebound. It'll be out on Cochran in Jacksonville's basketball. We saw a little bit of Ayana Moore's highlights there, and then we're looking at it right now, and Ayana Moore again has just been a beast on the offensive end for Savannah. She's playing almost 25 minutes in this game. Good hands by Lauren Taylor there. Fair pushing pace. She's going to finish it, keep it, and finish it, and give herself 2 more points to have 14 on the day. And again, Ayana Moore, she's 50% field goal today, going 4 for 8 from field goal range, 3 for 7 from the three-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. She has 13 total points. She has 2 assists and has 1 steal. And so she's been doing everything for Savannah in this game so far. Now 8:52 left to go in the fourth. Savannah with the 70-57 lead now. Caleb Porter at the line. That shot is short. If you're just tuning in, you're seeing some really nice, beautiful jerseys. The pink jersey for the Savannah Steel and the teal jerseys for the Jacksonville Waves. And Dunkman is proud to outfit the UPSHOT League and all its teams. Shaquille O'Neal's Dunkman brand has created innovative and customized designs and gear in support of the UPSHOT League and its athletes. Savannah with the ball offensively. Fair again, dancing with Pointer. She's gonna pick up her dribble and try to kick it over. A little miscommunication on offense again. She was looking for her guards, and Ayanna Moore and Q Morrison to be standing at a specific spot. Ariel Hearn on the drive. Morrison, she picks up her dribble. Q Morrison playing some pesky defense. Gets over to Soul. Now back to Hearn. Tough defense by Morrison. Hearn kicks it out of Sellers for the corner three, and it's good. And there's going to be a technical foul on Ariel Hearn. So Ayanna Moore will be shooting the technical free throws.
You know, obviously these are all very passionate players. It was a great defensive possession by the Steel, so being able to get that shot off for Jacksonville, you know, it's competitive, it's high energy.
Ayanna Moore does make the technical free throw. And Ariel Hearn. Hearn ejected from the game. And we're gonna hopefully get some clarification on what happened in those few minutes. It happened so fast, we didn't even get a chance to see. But Ariel Hearn is ejected from the game. Lindsey Pulliam comes in, and the Waves really wanted to use that as fuel, as Hearn has to take a walk back to the locker room as she, again, is ejected from this game. Ayanna Moore with the step back three. They're gonna count the basket with the step. It wasn't a three, excuse me, it was just a two. But they're gonna count that basket for Ayanna Moore, but there was a foul on the floor by Lauren Taylor. And so that's gonna be the first team foul for the Steel and Lauren Taylor's first foul in this game. The Waves, again, really gonna push pace here in this fourth quarter and use the ejection by Ariel Hearn. We're hopefully gonna get some clarification on why Hearn was ejected. We didn't see what happened. She did say something after before that first technical free throw by Ayanna Moore. She says something to get the technical. Moore on the drive. She's going to finish it there. And then it's going to take it out the rim and hand it to Adut Bolgak for the inbounds. Kayla Pointer really pushing pace. Again, Jacksonville being aggressive right now offensively, as they're upset definitely that their teammate was ejected, so they're being aggressive to get to the line. That ball is going to be touch Savannah, and then it's going to be Jacksonville's basketball. Jacqueline Moninton and Z Spearman will come in for Savannah. We're going to see Renaya Davis come in for Jacksonville. Olivia Cochran and Lauren Taylor taking a seat.
Moninton and Spearman both playing with 4 fouls right now.
Adut Bolgak secures that one, gets it over to Sellers for the 3, and Sellers is going to hold her hands in the air. Sellers now at 15 points on the game, leading scorer for the Waves. I paused to Z Spearman pulled up for the 3, and I was like, okay, Z, she's feeling it tonight.
Hey, we see the post players in practice. They pop. They shoot those threes in practice.
They do shoot those threes. As a team, they shoot over 100 3-pointers every practice. And Lindsay Pulliam with a nice inside jumper. I mean, she didn't even have to think about that one, and it didn't. The net didn't even move. Savannah gonna have to match intensity by Jacksonville right now. Ayana Moore gets the handoff from Moninton. She's gonna get the inside step on Renaya Davis. Z Spearman gonna come in for the rebound. No good. Kayla Pointer pulls up. Short jumper, no good. Adut Bolgak. Good hands by Fair. Q Morrison pushing pace. She's gonna beat Renaya Davis to the basket. She's just so fast off the dribble.
That was just great use of her speed. She pushed it out and then was able to just scoop it up and make that layup purely based off of her speed.
I mean, Davis couldn't even kick into an extra. Another gear. They're going to count that one. It'll be an and one opportunity. That foul's going to be on Ayana Moore. It'll be her 3rd. We're going to take a timeout here. When we come back, we're going to see the Waves shoot that. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, Hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back here in Enmarken Arena where the Savannah Steel have the 8-point lead over the Jacksonville Waves, 78-70, just under 5 minutes. We're going to take a look at that Ariel Hearn ejection, just looking at those technical free throws there. So at some point in this game to kind of get some clarification as to what the calls really were. We know that Hearn did say something for the first technical free throw. Not sure what warranted her getting the second one. That ball should stay with Savannah there. Savannah to inbound. Winintonda at the top of the key. She's going to come off a screen by Spearman, and Z Spearman is going to miss the layup. She was open there. Got the step. And that's a good defense by Winintonda to be standing straight up. Lauren Taylor really establishing space and position on Lindsey Pulliam. She can't complete the layup, though.
Yeah, just another good find on a mismatch there off the pick and roll. The guard switched on to the post player there, so that's where the execution came from.
Kayla Pointer pulls up for the 16-footers, too strong. Good, a block by Z Spearman on Lindsey Pulliam's attempt right there. Sellers kicks over to Pulliam, who gets the short jumper. And now it's a 5-point game. This is a timeout on the floor. Coach Brown calls that one.
Jacksonville just doing an excellent job of getting the momentum back, getting the shots that they want, executing on defense. They're really putting it all together right now with just under 4 minutes. They're really bringing their energy. You know, their coach is getting excited for them. They're like, hey, let's finish this out.
So if you're Jess Bogey, what do you say to your team right now? I mean, y'all are pushing pace, really trying to come up.
I mean, it's let's finish this fourth quarter. Let's put the full 40 minutes together. Yeah, we were trailing, but, I mean, we've got a lot of time left here to finish and execute. So I think it's just really also telling them, hey, let's go play with that heart. You know, under 4 minutes, let's finish this out and just keep pushing and giving everything that we have.
And I think also as well, okay, we're taking a look there at the transition that happened. Deasia Fair made that one. Some good hands there as well. This must be the play of the game. Deasia Fair pushing pace there. Good defense by Savannah. You saw Lauren Taylor get her hands in that, and Ayana Moore make the outlet pass.
It's just great to see defense translate to offense like we saw there. The tip, throw it up from Moore, and then just a strong finish by Deasia Fair.
You know, what I really would like to know is what do you think the 40 time is between Deasia Fair and Q Morrison? That's what I really like to know. How fast and quick both of them all are, especially off the ball.
I mean, they both just have an incredible first step. So I don't know, I think it'd be pretty close.
maybe like a, I don't know, 4-second 40. Maybe Q Morrison might run a 4:40. I don't know.
Yes.
She's so fast, so quick. And
She is.
I'm gonna have to ask her that later. I'm like, Q, what's your 40 time?
Yes.
And then also Deasia Fair, as again watching that play of the game. So I think Jess Bogie is definitely telling her team right now to again play with some heart, really play like you want it. Also be patient offensively. They still have not gotten the perimeter offense going, I feel like, in this entire game. Looking at just their three-point shooting, right now they're 4 for 19 from the three-point line for the entire game to Savannah's 8 for 24. And, I mean, we're also looking at 2 post players in Olivia Cochran and Z Spearman both getting a three-pointer made in this game. Z Spearman took 2. She was just feeling it. And then on the other end of that, Ayana Moore with some consistent three-point offense. She's still 3 for 7 as well. And then Deasia Fair going 2 for 2 from the three-point line as well. While we're getting, you see the noise meter is going. The campers are going crazy right now for the Savannah Steel. While we're getting ready to go, Refology, the playbook behind the whistle. Today's game is supported by Refology, the official officiating platform of the UPSHOT League. Refology, built for better game days. Both these teams having a really nice game day, as it is a 5-point game. Savannah will be taking the ball on the sideline. Ayana Moore with an extra step. She's going to pull up from the top of the key. It's going to be short.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is we just got to see both of these teams finish the game with everything that they have, both on offense and defense.
Do Bulgak for the short jumper is good. And now it's a 3-point game. Jacksonville again playing with more intensity, more pace. Looking to get the ball on the inside. And that foul's going to be on Lindsay Pulliam. She's going to come in, and if we'll take a look at that, that'll be her 4th. And looking at that again, that'll be just a pass by Q Morrison into Olivia Cochran. And then Cochran trying to catch and corral the pass there. Lindsay Pulliam comes over and fouls her with getting her on the hand. Olivia Cochran does make the first. Olivia Cochran makes that one, and now 10 for 10.
She's having a great night from the line.
From the line. Adding to her 14, now 16 points.
Yeah, she's been a big ignition for the Steel from the free throw line. I know when the game first started, we were talking about how they need to get there more, and she has definitely ignited that for them.
Sellers and Pollard going at it. Sellers draws the foul. Pollard is just standing there. Pollard still getting integrated into the Savannah team, this being her first game. She's got to remember that after the foul, she can come and talk to us. We'll talk about what we just did, what we think, what we're seeing as a team. So they're going to actually take a look at that. Maybe just seeing if there was a foul there. I'm not sure. We don't really, they don't
Maybe
challenge.
if
It's not a
3.
I say it can't be off a coach's challenge if they're fouling. Maybe seeing where she was. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
toes on the line.
Okay, so seeing if she was shooting a 3 or not.
Yeah. Looks like she kind of has a piece of her forearm there a little bit, and Sellers did a nice job of going into her when she went up with it.
Sellers, she does a really good job of knowing where the defender is on her body, and that's gonna be a 2. And again, just getting some clarification there from the officials. They were just reviewing that to see if it was a 2 or 3 point foul, and it was a 2 point foul. Her foot was on the line. So Sellers will be shooting 2 free throws instead of 3. The foul is on Pollard. That'll be Pollard's 3rd. A 1-possession game. Savannah leading the Waves 80-77, 2.5 left to go in this game. Ayana Moore at the top of the key. Taylor trying to establish position on Pulliam and does. Get the ball in the short corner. Now she's trying to drive and get the extra step. She goes into Sellers, and Sellers hits the ball to a teammate.
Waves is really looking to push their offense here. Like we know, that's when they play best. So they're looking to transition and play quick tempo.
Marina yelling, let's go, Steel. Hugh Morrison gets the handoff to Moore. Olivia Cochran with the fadeaway jumper again.
She's locked down with that fadeaway.
She's gonna clap, and she likes that one. They're gonna get the game clock, shot clock in order. 1:44 left to go, and Cochran gives the Steel this 3-point lead again. That ball should stay with Jacksonville. Olivia Cochran didn't like that, but that was just good coordination by Adu Bolgak. I mean, that's
a good basketball play.
Yeah, she's falling out of bounds. Let me hit it off of the defender that's closest to me so we can get an extra possession.
Definitely high IQ play right there.
Now the shot clock does reset as well. Eight seconds to go. Kick out to Duke Bolgak for the 3, and she gets it to go. And it's a tied game, y'all. 1:15 left to go. Which, again, we knew it was going to be a close game when it's been that for these teams playing each other. Lauren Taylor from the 3 hits the rim. And now defense, less than a minute to go. Waves with the basketball. Sellers on Moore. Sellers trying to spin. Can't get it to go. Pointer on the inside. She gets the hesitation step over Pollard. And Coach Brown is going to call the timeout. And we're going to stay here. The game is just too good to go to a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 44.2 on the game clock. Waves now with the 2-point lead over Savannah, 84-82. 24 seconds, of course, on the shot clock. Savannah with sole possession of the basketball. And again, being a close game, I'm not surprised when you look at how these teams have done playing each other. In that first meeting between the Jacksonville Waves on the 18th, the Waves won 84-75, and then that next day won 86-75. So playing this team again, we're not surprised, of course, that is this close of a game. Coach Ross did say that Jacksonville has whooped on us 3 times already before this. And so they owed him one. So Savannah's really trying to pull out a win here. And this is, again, the start of a 5-game series.
Yeah, like you said, we knew this game was going to come down to the wire. Savannah, we knew had to play all 4 quarters. And then Jacksonville, we know they're trying to defend that #1 spot.
I was looking to turn the crowd mic down just a little bit, and it's not even turned up.
They're making noise right now.
That just goes to show you how loud it is in this arena right now with it being camp day. And the kids are really trying to will the Savannah Steel team to a win. Again, it's 44.2 left on the game clock.
These kids are over the noise.
84-82. I mean, the noise meter is broken at this point. There's nothing left.
We know how much the Steel love the support, though, from kids. They always talk about it in interviews. They're like, love the kids, love the support. It means everything to us. Being able to influence being able to influence the younger generation is exciting for them.
And we know that the kids just love seeing this team play this way. And there was almost a turnover. Deasia Fair pulling up from the 3. Too strong. Olivia Cochran getting up there, getting the rebound, and she's lit about that putback, yelling, let's go. And that's going to be a reset timeout, I believe, or no, a regular timeout, actually. Coach Just Bogey did let the referees know that if they scored, that they wanted the timeout to stop the clock. So it is a tied game, 84-84. 34.7 left to go in this 4th quarter. Both teams have 1 timeout left and 3 team fouls. So unless you're shooting, the fouls are going to be on the floor. Lydia, I mean, how do you contain this energy right now as a coach for your team to make sure they stay focused in moments like this tight game, 30 seconds left?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just keeping your composure. A tie game, not letting them get a score on offense. So just going back to their roots, which is defense. From day one, they've been harping on their defense. And that's just going to be huge for them, is to get a stop or just even contain any type of shot.
And so is this a full 24 seconds for the Savannah Steel to play defense with no fouls. And you see Alicia Jenkins kind of coaching up.
And that last rebound was just so strong by Olivia Cochran. Like, she has every right to be hyped there. Strong rebound, strong putback.
And she was lit with that one, as Sellers did fall over in front of her. Probably hoping for a foul call there, but doesn't get it, and Cochran just sticks with it. And then, again, 24 seconds left on the shot clock, 34 seconds in 0.7 in this game, so about a 10.7 second difference.
It's just such great energy here for a Wednesday noon game. I mean, just the 6-man support we get from Savannah is awesome.
And now Jacksonville really having to play defense. Savannah really having to play defense on Jacksonville's, as Deasia Fair gets called for the foul, and Kayla Pointer, who gets the and-one opportunity. So a chance to make it a 3-point game, 22.7 left.
We'll take a look here. I mean, all game we've just seen Jacksonville get downhill and look for contact.
And in a game this close, the officials are definitely looking for the contact. Kayla Pointer making it a 3-point game. And it'll be another timeout. This time, Coach Brown taking it. She's going to take the 22.7 seconds to draw up a play. The shot clock is off. So Savannah gets last possession unless they turn it over. In 20 seconds. It only takes 4 seconds to get down a court with no one stopping you, of course, and no defense being played on you. On average, it takes 4 seconds.
Oh, yeah, they've got a lot of time to draw something out and execute something very well.
And again, I like the fact that we were seeing Alicia Jenkins coach up Olivia Cochran on how to defend without fouling in moments like this in a game. And Cochran did not foul. That foul was on Deasia Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were drawing something up here for Ayanna Moore. We know how lethal she's been from 3 tonight, shooting 3 for 7. But, I mean, they've got a lot of time to execute something, draw it up, and execute it to the best of their ability.
I saw the crowd dancing to some Macarena. The crowd loving it, the kids loving it. Savannah looking really locked in, trying to get their offense together. We're gonna see how this squad fares, having to draw up a play and execute that play. Right here, it's all about execution for the Savannah Steel. Again, only possession left. Cochran on the inside. There's gonna be another timeout by Jess Bogey. Trying to finish my thought on that, Savannah's play was really to get the ball into Olivia Cochran. And then Jacksonville doing a good job of stepping over on that. I think it was Lindsay Pulliam who was solely playing defense on Olivia Cochran there. And then Renaya Davis steps over and walls up.
It was definitely a good wall up and a great way to contain down low. I mean, that's all they can do is be straight up and just make themselves as big as possible without fouling.
And I mean, to Jacksonville's, to better Jacksonville, they know that watching Olivia Cochran in this game, she loves to spin to the right. She's been spinning to the right, regardless if she was on the block or she was in the open floor.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, you have to go off your scout and what people's tendencies are, and they definitely knew the scout there and were very aware of different tendencies on the floor.
Olivia Cochran moving fast again. Savannah had time. Now it's 11 seconds, so they only used up 11 seconds of the 22 that they actually had. And Cochran again spinning to the right on the inside. I wish she would have gotten the ball. I know they're trying to move fast. I wish she would have gotten the ball and really tried to get a feel of where her defenders were. Maybe she could have faked to the right and then officially fully spent to the left, right? Because the left side was open. I mean, Lindsay Pulliam was definitely overplaying her right side, and then when she spent to the right, she was just met with another Waves defender. So I wish she would have just taken a little bit more time to be patient on feel where her defenders were, so she could have really gave her some space to finish that play and execute the play to the fullest extent. So now it's 11 seconds. Only way Savannah can get this is if they turn it over. That foul will be on Deasia Fair. This is the foul's on the floor. It's not. They're not at 5 fouls yet. One more foul till then, maybe they can force a turnover here. That foul will be on Cochran to stop. The clock, 8.1 left to go. Jacksonville with the 3-point lead, of course. Adut Bolgak is 74% free throw shooter at the line. She's been 100% from the line tonight. Now 5 for 5 from the line and giving the Waves a 4-point lead. She misses that one, and for some reason, now Q Morrison is having to push pace. Deasia Fair misses the pass. She drops the pass, and then Lauren Taylor has no time to get a shot off. So that'll be the end of the game. Savannah loses, or Jacksonville wins it 88-84. What did we see in that second half right there?
I mean, it seemed to me like Jacksonville got hot. I mean, they really picked up their intensity on offense and defense. And I think they kind of just got into more of a flow of what their game is, which we know is the faster they're going, the better their execution is. And I think that was a big thing for them. They just really picked up on what they're best at, and they really just came through and finished in the fourth quarter. They were able to piece together all of their quarters.
Absolutely, and then just playing some really good defense there as well at the end, really executing on the defensive end. The scout was what it was, and Jacksonville did a really good job of playing that final possession.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, you got to go with your scouts. You got to know what you prepared for, and both teams prepared well. I think Jacksonville was able to just piece it together in the fourth there.
Well, that'll be the end of this one. Again, Jacksonville wins 88-84. We're going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the UPSHOT League. Of course, we had today's game at 12 p.m. with the Waves and the Steel. And then on Friday, the whole league will be in action. Charlotte will be at Greensboro with a 7 p.m. tip-off, as well as, again, Jacksonville being here in Savannah for a 7 p.m. tip-off. And then on Saturday, the Crown and the Groove will play again with a 4 p.m. tip-off on Saturday. And then on Sunday, you'll see us back here for 3 p.m. with the Waves and the Steel playing each other again for the third time of this 5-game series. That'll be it for us. I'm Destiny Hartwell and Lydia Gattosi. Well, I'm Destiny Hartwell with Lydia Gattosi. I'm not both of us. But you're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. Any last thoughts, Lydia?
I mean, it was a great game. Both teams came out with a ton of intensity, and I mean, that's what all you can ask for is both of them played with a lot of heart, and they came out with a lot of intensity throughout the entire 4 quarters of the game.
So we'll be excited to see how these teams fare when they come back. We'll be back here again, of course, on Friday with the 7 p.m. tip-off. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV. We want to see you here again on Friday.